Hello, I'm back with you today to answer kind of a burning question. What is the safest seat to occupy on a commercial flight? Well, I guess that depends on who you ask. But it's common to really look at the aft part of the airplane. Historically, the latter part of the passenger cabin, oftentimes it breaks or falls apart in a crash, tends to be more survivable than the rest. That's not always the case. I wouldn't really pick a seat based on survivability. For the most part, I think it's kind of luck of the draw. Nobody goes flying with the expectation that they're going to have to survive a crash. If you really think that's going to happen, maybe you don't have to go. Most pilots would probably not fly or call in sick or something like that if they have some disastrous premonition. And I know one person, a good friend, that actually did that one time. But for the most part, historically, you're going to be safest if you're in the back and actually in the middle seat. This seems to have a lot of cushioning around it. But people have lived and died in all positions. Personally, I don't pick seats if I'm flying on a commercial airliner. I don't pick seats based on that. And my personal choice is usually the wing exits, the exit seats. I like those better, mainly because of the legroom. I go for the legroom. Emergency exits are fine. You help other people get out, fine. I have no problem with that. You're closest to getting out, yes. But historically speaking, the center seats in the back of the airplane will offer you maybe a little more protection in a catastrophic event. There are a lot of things you can do to help yourself, but the major thing you have to do, I think, is to really relax and not even think about that. Sit where you sit, get on the plane, you're going to be fine. Everybody's going to take off and land at about the same time. There was a large crash recently where there was only one survivor, and he wasn't in the back of the airplane. He was somewhere else. It's near the area that I like, which was the overwing exits. I like the area around the wings, mainly because there's a lot of structural strength there. Most airplanes are made with stringers, and those are reinforcements along the length of the fuselage. They surround the entire fuselage, and they give add structural strength to the thin aluminum core to help it resist the pressures in and out, pressure, depressurization, the flexing and the bending and the turbulence that happens along the length of that fuselage. But I like the overwing exit seats. I like the wings, not only because of the legroom, but those are also reinforced areas. You have things called ribs and stringers. The stringers run the length of the wings, and you have ribs that are like 90 degrees to that, and together they give structural integrity to the wings. Those stringers that run the length of the wings actually absorb a lot of turbulence, and they can take all the flexing. And because the landing gear are pretty close to that area, that whole area is really beefed up around the wings. It is a very strong area. Historically, it may not be as strong seat survival-wise as the back of the airplane, but it is a very strong part of the airplane. And another great benefit is that during turbulent conditions, usually the airplane's center of gravity is going to be pretty close to the wings, somewhere in the wings. So best case, you won't have such a rough ride. But the safest area is in the back, but I think any comfortable seat will do. Best of luck to you.